You mean in Tef. Alright, we're recording.
Oh. Okay. So I hope this doesn't cut out again, but yeah, so I guess you're leaving Katimavik pretty soon, Lucy, and I just wanted to say my appreciation for all the help you've given me the last year and a half. We're leaving at the same time, and my two contracts, you've been the only FAM Financial Administration Manager I've ever had, and I really appreciate all the work you've done. I know for me personally, you helped me grow into the financial awesome rock star that I am. I know at the beginning I was pretty nervous about it and I had a hard time, and you're really patient with me back up north, answering all my questions, and I was a bit of a slow learner, but I think I've got it now. I know specifically at the very beginning I know you signed off on some pretty big purchases that I made at the beginning of Timmins, and it would have been really made my life pretty difficult to deal with my incoming volunteers and all that financial madness if you hadn't signed off on that, and it really helped me out, so I really appreciate it. I just wish you luck in the future, and it's been awesome having you as support in Ottawa, far away in Ottawa, but you were never that far away. I guess I always call you and you make things happen.
I'm kind of the new guy, at least in this area of Katimavik. I've only been working for 3 months, so I haven't had a lot of experience working with Lucy, but she seems to be that kind of angel in the sky who's always watching over us and making sure things go as planned. There have been several times where I was ready to kind of start flipping out, and she was like, okay, this is what has to be done, and this is how you should handle it, and handled it with grace and a lot of compassion and personal connection that I really appreciated, and I think that she's wonderful at her job and a wonderful person just to have on your side.
Hello, Lucy Ladiseur. I was just talking to my mom the other day on the phone, and she had, I had called her, and she asked, who is Al Ladiseur? Because that's what comes up, of course, on her phone, and I was calling from the house phone. And I thought, my goodness, that was a good question, because it's not enough to say she's the lady in the Katimavik regional office who is in charge of the phones and finances, and of course the houses, and I can't even imagine so many other things that you encompass. The vans, which luckily I don't have one. So that didn't seem like quite enough to describe who Lucy was. And I think for myself, right from the get-go, right from training, Lucy was someone who I could sneak out and have a conversation with, who was friendly and approachable, who took on the daunting task of coaching us when we were trying to figure out finances, which for someone like myself, who's not as comfortable in mathematics, it really was wonderful to have someone who was supportive and enjoyable to be with while figuring that out. But certainly supportive of setup in the houses as well, with bank accounts and bondage and all of the intricacies of mold and moisture and maintenance, and so on and so forth. So all with a smile and encouragement and appreciation, which of course we appreciate, because we all know that appreciation goes a long way in order to make people feel they can accomplish their tasks. So I consider myself very lucky to have had you in our team, on our team, supporting us all the way, and I want to thank you for that, and I hope that everything that you have coming up in the future is going to be bright and beautiful and positive, because you deserve it, because you're a bright, beautiful, and positive person, and thank you for being a part of my life. Good luck.
What can I say, Lucy? 3 years ago, what's going on? And we're driving from Timmins up to Kapuskasing with a van full of plants and things left over from rotation, from orientation camp. And for some reason, unbeknownst to me or anyone. Really, on a long, lonely stretch of highway in minus 25 weather, the van stops moving, stops running, just sort of glides to the side of the road, and can't figure out what's going on. No idea. We end up having to call Ford Roadside, figure out that we have to get towed to Kapuskasing to get it repaired. This is after trying a lot of different things that we can do to get the van going. And we get back to Kapuskasing and we start working on it. I don't even remember what the bill was, but I'm pretty sure that you could buy a new van for what we had to spend to get that van fixed. That was, one of the first things I started talking to you about with Katimovik. And vans always have plagued us ever since. Last year I had something build a nest in one of my vans. How does that happen? People back into things. How you manage to just take every collision, towing, maintenance issue, tires. Let's not even start talking about snow tires. Lucy, I don't know how you did it. I feel bad for Jamie. Oh man. He has no idea what he's getting into. Lucy, you're amazing. You have been and always will be, for me, like the glue. And we're gonna have to use some sticky tape and some green tape and some scotch tape for a while till we figure out, who the new or what the new glue is. But you've been the glue that has, figured things out when, you're so creative, but work within, your guidelines and your rules. You manage to juggle budgets and understand things and listen. You really listen about what it's about in the field and can change how things go. And that's amazing. I mean, nobody feels that way, It's so hard to feel like someone's listening to you in the field. You feel so isolated. So, you've done that for us. I really don't, I can't imagine what it's going to be like without you, but I can tell you what I am. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about what you're it sounds like what you're doing is really good. You're going to get some much needed time to yourself, in a much more sane kind of world. And I think everybody needs to work in this world in Katimovik for a while, something like this. But yeah, you can't do it forever. And you've done it for a long time. And you've helped us deal with some things. You've taught me a lot of things about vans and about houses and about finance, and I've even learned a little bit about budgets too. So I appreciate everything that you've done for us, and I'm going to miss you a lot. So have yourself an amazing final few hours with Katimovik, and know that you're loved here.